Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Nurul Ashikin binti Ramli. My ID number is AM2011008116. Okay, today I will tell you and debate an issue about preschool teachers' perception about and experience with child abuse and neglect. Is it important to know what is child abuse and neglect? Yes, it's very important. You must know between child abuse. You must know the differences between child abuse and child in need. Let's go. Okay, what is child abuse? Okay, child abuse is any action that damage a child is considered child abuse. In this case, anyone is under 18. Okay, have 4 child abuse, which is physical, sexual and emotional abuse, as well as neglect and exploitation. Okay, abuse has a serious and long-term consequences for children. Okay, what is neglect? Neglect is a failure to provide enough food, housing, affection, supervision, education or dental or medical care is considered of child neglect. One of the most common types of abuse is child neglect. It can have a negative impact on the physical and mental as well as long-term effects. Okay, this journal is related to the highlights the perspective and experience which is the preschool teachers or instructors in relation to children in need in the context of neglect and abuse. This is the experience of a teacher faced with such a situation. Emotional neglect and abuse, on the other hand, are more difficult to detect than physical abuse. The findings suggest that teachers' skills and confidence in detecting and reporting cases of children in need should be bolstered. The consequences for practice are examined and as well as a recommendation for future research. Okay, previous story. According to the journal state that from the ECE 2012 state that children's specialists should be aware of the necessity of recognizing and referring helping children who require assistance in recovering from the impacts of trauma. Early detection and identification of children with special needs in preschool as well as early referral to appropriate specialists and programs are critical. The WHO claims that 2014, according to the international research, roughly 20% of women and 5 until 10% of male report have been sexually molested as youngsters, and 20% and 23% of persons say they were physically assaulted as children. The growing number of children in need necessitates the development of more efficient methods for identifying and referring these youngsters to social service as early as feasible. Okay, objectives from this journal indicates the need to find ways to support teachers' competence and confidence in identifying and reporting cases of children in need. Practice implications are discussed and recommendations for future research are outlined. Relatively little knowledge and data exists about preschool teachers' knowledge and perception about children in need in Estonia. The intent of this study is to gain a greater understanding of preschool teachers' experience and views of children in need in the context of neglect and abuse. Alright, theory that used for this journal. First are ecological system theory. In a preschool, there is an effective support system available and reacting to children in need, which is teachers believe are consistent with the best interest of the kid or children. For identification and reporting, understanding and confidence are needed. Cooperation with other specialists. Second, self-control theory. Child maltreatment that occurs because of poor parenting can hinder the development of the self-control in a child and as a result can possibly cause delinquency in adolescence and adulthood. Gottfredson and Hershey, 1990, established 3 minimum conditions that are necessary for proper parenting which can affect an individual self-control. First, nurturing a child attachment. Second, watching a child governance. And third, acknowledging and punishing the delinquent behavior, discipline. Okay, number 3 is the role of a teacher in a child's well-being. The role of the teacher, which is the function of a preschool teacher as a member of the support system in identifying and assessing children with disabilities. Defining child abuse condition or behavior happen. First is abusing the position parent carrier. Second, abusing the position teacher. Yelling, ridiculing, mocking, ignoring, withholding of attention, beating, kicking, persuading to engage in any sexuality explicit conduct. Challenges in identifying and reporting the child in need. Okay, first, challenges are related to the circumstance where parents deny these problems and forbid children to say anything, like the child doesn't talk about the abuse and parents deny and threaten the child so she or he wouldn't say anything. Parents can be very deceitful although they might appear reliable. Second, teachers are afraid of conflicts with families. Third, teachers are concerned about making mistakes. I think that many of us are scared to report the child in need as we are scared to be wrong. It is hard to be sure when the problem is serious enough to intervene. Fourth is there is lack of knowledge, information about to whom one should report. Number 5, directors of preschool do not allow reporting the child in need. Directors have told us not to intervene as no one believes the teacher and family related problem are between family members. Number 6, a few respondents mentioned the high number of children in a class. Children in need are missing school frequently, so it is hard to notice their needs and teachers can become apathetic. For intervention, respondents were presented 5 hypothetical cases of children in need in order to explore the respondents' willingness to intervene. Most found the intervention necessary. The highest intervention rate can be seen with the speculative case of pedophilia. In case 2, 96.3%. The lowest rate of intervention was reported a case of a begging child, 79.6%. Home-based services and family preservation services. Family preservation programs are designed to prevent the placement of the children outside the home while ensuring their safety. Okay, through family system treatment. Family system treatment commonly used in the treatment of the interfamilial sexual abuse seeks to change the psychosocial interactions among family members. Clinical descriptions of family therapy combined with the individual and group therapy suggest its potential usefulness for families who are highly dysfunctional, although controlled evaluations of family therapy in child sexual abuse have not been conducted. Okay, next is social macro-system interventions. Social and cultural values have influenced the development of interventions in child maltreatment in both professional and public institutions. In many situations, these values are complementary and reinforcing, but conflict can arise. Okay, next is medical treatment of child abuse. Health professionals in private practice, community health clinics, and hospitals are often the first point of contact for abused children and their families when serious physical injuries are sustained. The conclusion is every individual must always alert and focus if this issue happen in your life. You must do an action because you must be a responsibility, and this will give negative impact to the child if you cannot help them. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you for hearing my debate. Bye-bye.